Our focus on the role of business in our electricity crisis is continuing today. We had a broadcast yesterday out in the western area of South Africa at Goldfields, South Deep, and there it is for you. There's those solar panels we were talking about yesterday. So obviously that's a large scale of what can be done to try and put power back into the grid and some solutions. Well, Dave Long is from IES Energy joining us to chat about what it's doing to help businesses be more energy efficient, and that's exactly the other way of looking at this. Dave, morning to you, and I appreciate your time. So how do you help a business try and be more efficient and more energy efficient? Good morning.
Good morning, Gareth, and good morning to your listeners, and happy Mandela Day. And I hope you aren't going to tie me up for 67 minutes. I haven't got that much to say. But yes, I'm a consultant working mainly in the industrial energy space. I come from the pulp and paper industry, so I've got a lot of friends there, but we've done a lot of work in sugar and other industrial organizations where particularly cogeneration is a possibility. Now, cogeneration is the combined production of electricity and heat. And you would appreciate that many of our manufacturing facilities require heat to dry paper, crystallize sugar, flash dry foods, soap powders, that sort of thing. And where traditionally the heat was produced by burning coal and creating steam, which is the heat transfer mechanism to do the industrial heating. Separately, they would buy power from the grid, from Eskom. And separately, it's a very inefficient process. What cogeneration does is put those two processes together, allows the power to be produced on site, and the heat, which in an Eskom power station is rejected through those huge big cooling towers and in fact warms the globe, that heat then is used to do your industrial process heating. So combine them together, you get at least a 2.5-fold improvement in the efficiency of using the primary energy, the coal, the gas, biomass in some cases. And that's been our focus, to try and get cogeneration onto the national agenda and some subsidies to assist it, because cogeneration consumes fuel, so it can't compete price-wise with the non-fuel energy technologies like photovoltaic, which your lead-in talked about, and indeed wind. But for any other processes where you need to be burning fuel, that fuel should be burnt in a cogeneration process.
Help me understand, because Shane, bless my late father, but he would have called something like this, he was an engineer, he would have said this is something like closing the loop or closing off the circuit, keeping everything within its own system to reuse the power and energy. That's what it sounds like to me. Obviously a lot more complicated than just closing a circuit. How much power could a business save if I came to you and I said I'm running a packing company or a packing warehouse that has machines that do, packaging for cereals or whatever it might be? How much power could I save if I was to do something like this? Is there a metric you can give me, Dave?
Well, we were involved in doing a national survey some time ago now, 7 years ago, funded by the German taxpayer through the GIZ organization, who do a lot of good work in South Africa, not only in energy, in the medical field as well. And they sponsored a review of what cogeneration potential there is in the country. And surprisingly, the potential, given the metrics of the pricing and that sort of thing, is at least the size of one of our huge new coal-fired power stations at Kusile or Medupi. In fact, bigger than that, some 25% bigger than that. And in megawatt terms, about 6,000 megawatts of potential if the investment climate was right. And that's the key. It never has been right in the time that I've been working in this field since 2007.
How do we fix that?
And
As I start saying goodbye to you, Dave, I want to just talk about that business side of it as well, because you've raised it quite rightly for the second time now. Just as I start saying goodbye to you, how would you like to see that investment climate begin to change to move into your space?
Well, we need to move faster with the things that are already on the table. And Eskom are launching three new products in the next couple of weeks, possibly month or two, which creates a market which allows for a far better return for investments. And secondly, we need policy certainty. It's a recurring theme for IPPs for many, many years now. We need to have a clear policy that cogeneration is supported, and is supported both financially and through policy and regulation.
Oh, Dave, I appreciate your time. It's such a clever way of looking at it the other way around. Instead of just trying to find ways to produce more power, as we should be doing responsibly, is reducing our usage of electricity as well. Dave Long, thank you very much. I'm sure you can go look for them. IES Energy, he's the director, making time for us this morning.